is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for August 19th, 2024. These are the biggest stories in rock, music, and entertainment. The Irish hitchhiker that reportedly inspired Dave Grohl to get back to work and start the Foo Fighters following the death of Kurt Cobain has now been identified by his cousin. In a video posted by his cousin Ian Tigg, Lorcan Dunn explained that he recently realized the connection after watching a video of Dave Grohl talking about getting lost in rural Ireland after Cobain died in '94. Looking back, Dunn remembered going out on a hitchhiking trip with friends and approaching a car ahead of his group. Dave Grohl has said in interviews that you really feel like you're at the end of the earth. I was driving around in my rental car on a country road and I saw this hitchhiker kid and I thought maybe I'll pick him up. As I got closer, I saw that he had Kurt Cobain on his t-shirt. It was Kurt's face looking back at me in the middle of nowhere. And I realized I can't outrun this, so I need to go home and fucking get back to work, so I did. Creative just released the new video for the song Are You Ready 25 years after the original song's release. The band are celebrating the 25th anniversary of the 11 times platinum sophomore album Human Clay with a new deluxe edition. The band is also out on the Summer of '99 tour with Three Doors Down and Finger 11. Coldplay's Music of the Spheres tour has officially made history as the highest-grossing rock tour of all time. According to Billboard, the tour has grossed $945.7 million and sold 8.8 million tickets since launching in March of 2022. The numbers have now surpassed the previous record holder, Sir Elton John's Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour, which grossed $939.1 million from 2018 to 2023. The Music of the Spheres tour has 21 more dates. Cold Chamber have sadly postponed their headlining tour with Fear Factory, Twisted, Wednesday 13, and Black Satellite to 2025. Due to vocalist Des Fafara suffering a medical emergency. In a lengthy statement, Fafara detailed his health issues from over the weekend that landed him in the ER, saying that he's currently on bed rest and that Cold Chamber will hit the road again in March of 2025. Fafara, who had a near-fatal bout with COVID, has been seeing a cardiologist ever since. Marilyn Manson has released a new song called Raise the Red Flag, available now for streaming, and a limited edition maxi CD single. Earlier this month, Manson returned to the stage and unveiled his first new song in 4 years, As Sick as the Secrets Within. Earlier this year, a Missouri woman conjured up a plan to defraud the family of Elvis Presley from the ownership of his iconic home, Graceland. Her scheme has now been caught, and the Department of Justice announced that the would-be fraudster has been arrested and is now facing a possible 2-decade prison sentence. The 53-year-old named Lisa Janine Findley allegedly falsified loan documents, posing as 3 different people and forging the signatures of a notary public and Lisa Marie Presley in an effort to claim that Elvis's late daughter had used Graceland as collateral on a $3.8 million loan, which she then defaulted on. Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Keough, who is now the trustee of the Promenade Trust, which controls Graceland, won a court order to block it. Kurt Cobain's daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, recently helped to curate and design a capsule clothing collection of limited edition clothing based on Cobain's original artwork. Dubbed Kurt Was Here, the collection consists of t-shirts and sweatshirts that, quote, embody the artist in the most authentic way possible, with his unaltered artwork as the primary design element. In a partnership with the End of Music LLC, the business arm of Cobain's estate, and Live Nation Merchandise, the line originally launched at Barney's and is now available at kurtcobainshop.com. A portion of the online sales benefit the Jed Foundation, a leading nonprofit organization dedicated to protecting emotional health and preventing suicide for teens and young adults. Travis Barker has given an update on the new Blink-182 material. The band's drummer taken to social media last night, saying that he wanted to share an exciting update with fans, writing, quote, "One More Time Part 2, turned in, mixed, and mastered for you guys. The update coming after he first teased who's ready for One More Time Part 2 back in July." And in a surprise announcement made over the weekend, the alleged Cowboys from Hell show at First Avenue in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was actually Pantera performing and recording their first ever live concert album. According to comedian Craig Gass, who opened up for the band with a stand-up set, he announced there was going to be a live album recording session for Pantera, saying, quote, "So there's a couple of things you guys need to know about. First of all, you will all for eternity be heard on a live Pantera album. That's the good news. The bad news, you're not going to get paid for this. Welcome to the music business." In a new interview with the Bogus Otis show, 9 Degrees of Sammy Hagar podcast, Sammy Hagar is guaranteeing that new music will come out with his all-star band, saying, quote, "Yes, I guarantee it. I mean, it's like I don't know when and why because records don't sell. I've made a couple of my best records of my life, my last 2 solo records, and I'm lucky to sell 50 or 60,000 records. You go and make a record nowadays and you lose a couple $100,000. It's all good, but I need a tax write-off, so it really helps. I made too many this year, so let's go make a record." His touring all-star band includes Michael Anthony on bass, Joe Satriani on guitar, and Jason Bonham on drums. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 219, featuring Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills, is available now. And check out this week's bonus episode with Ed Kowalczyk from Live and Robert DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilots.